last episode we unlocked the next gym, but we have a bit of a problem here, as we have a building labeled the gym, but we also have a building labeled the gym. This clearly looks fake, so let's go into this one. I've dropped the act. Before we take on Saffron Gym proper, I'm going into the fighting dojo to get a little bit more experience, although I want to say at the moment we don't really need it. Although I would kinda like to have as much experience as possible, because I think something I touched on much earlier in, I think it was in my Vice City Let's Play, I've gotten into a habit of taking on the Elite Four as soon as I exit Victory Road. And even though it's not going to be the most LP-friendly format, or I guess way to do things, I'm thinking of doing that for this. So really, the higher level we are now, the easier a first attempt at the Elite Four will be. Although that being said, I'm thinking of like limiting the amount of items I can use on my first attempt, as a lot of my first attempts through the Elite Four have been just potion stalling. The Pokemon I can't outright defeat at the moment. And I don't really want that to happen, so I'm thinking, I'll just go in with whatever my stock is at that point. If it's not a lot, then it's not a lot, and I have to suffer through that. Although I think, even in Gen 1, I think the recommended average level you're at, or you should be at, upon taking on the Elite Four is like still around level 45, I think. Because yes, while the levels in the Elite Four are really high, I guess really high compared to everything else. They don't use the best strategies, and they have really easy weaknesses. Like the third Elite Four member. In Gen 1, you can either take down most of her team with either a ground type Pokemon or a psychic type Pokemon. We may not have those types of Pokemon, but we do have those moves, so something tells me that when we get to her, we'll have an easy time despite her being the third Elite Four member. Not to mention, there's an AI quirk that we could abuse if we had a poison type for the fourth Elite Four member. So, you know. Actually, yeah, I would say that generally, the hardest Elite Four member is actually the first one, for some reason. And then again, I guess the fourth could be hard, technically. Although that's mostly down to the fact that, he's the first Elite Four member to have a team of good Pokemon. Whereas the rest only have like one or two really good Pokemon. The rest, however, just suck. I am surprised that they are still the Elite Four members. And the champion, well, he is the champion, so you know, of course the champion's going to be tough, and we could claim our reward for taking on the dojo and winning, but they don't offer normal types, so goodbye. This is perfect. So there's a smart way through this gym. There's also the just pick a tile at random and hope for the best. And then there's the way that I do things. If you didn't know, taking the warp tile horizontal to where you land, doing that always will take you through all of the trainers and eventually to the gym leader. It's not the fastest way since there's a set path to take, but I don't really feel like learning it, and I feel like the way I'm taking now is like the best way to do things. You know. I think I'll like limit myself to how many X accuracies I can use, because like now that Emerson has Horn Drill, with a bunch of ethers and a few accuracies, I could easily just wipe through the entire game with just Horn Drill alone. And again, I am not sure why there's Ghastlies here, but I guess you could say that these trainers are attempting to fight the gym leader, maybe. Or maybe they were psychic types at one point, but they just got possessed by Ghastly. I mean, they are the closest town, or city to Lavender, so it's not that too far-fetched, I think. But like, it's just very weird just how there's just random trainers everywhere. So I think I might mention it when I do the voiceover for episode 17, 18. But it's something that I've noticed that only this game does, for some reason, but there's trainer classes in places where you wouldn't think they would be. Like in that one water route leading up to, going south to, Cinnabar, there's a biker there. It's like, what? You don't expect it, suddenly biker. Not to mention on the route in between Cinnabar and Fuchsia, there's a bunch of beauties just randomly swimming in the water. It's like, why is this only a thing Gen 1 does? It's like, why? Excuse me? Why? This is just brilliant. Not to mention, I could really see this being a thing in later gens, but like, just because there's so many Pokemon that just have random types, it's like, that would be a really good way to like have like spotlight those Pokemon, like Pokemon like Tentacruel. You don't really see the trainers that are known to use poison types using them because like they're more inland, but like you could just easily put the bikers in water and just give them the tentacles. It's like, do that more often, please. Not to mention, Shimming came from this one? Yeah, not to mention, that would add way more trainer variety and, not to mention break up the whole stereotype that, the water routes, monetary-wise, are terrible to go through because swimmers pay jack shit. It's like, more of that, please. Like, way more of that, please. It's like, so I wonder what level we would be at if, I went straight into Saffron instead of taking the detour to Cinnabar. Or the numerous detours in Cinnabar. Shooting on here? Okay, I think this should be the final trainer. It could very well be the final trainer. And also, I guess, as I'm easing out of Phantom Hourglass, I've heavily started to, work on the whole grinding thing for Hyrule Warriors. I think I won't put as big a focus onto, grinding for the badges, since like this is I'm only going into the second map, so it's like there's not that big a rush to get the badges I want to have. But that being said, I would love to have a lot of the badges I would want to have obtained before going into the next map. But I'm thinking once all of my warriors are up to level 55, I'll leave it as is, because like I think that's about it level wise, but so far I've had an interesting experience with the grinding, as I'm not entirely sure just how the jobs work, because like I've been using some of the potions to increase the drop rates of weapons, but like, or I guess increase the chance of a weapon having a certain skill, but it's like whenever I use the potion or go into the level and use the potion, it's like, oh, I only get one weapon drop. It's like, what? I would have loved to have multiple of them, but I guess not. It's very weird, I suppose. So did we seriously just take down both Cinnabar gyms within like 15 minutes? Did we seriously? Because if we did, holy shit. I guess depending on how much time we have left after we finish up with Sabrina, I might consider taking on the next gym. Maybe. Yeah, no, you're not learning Rage at Emerson. Although that being said, not entirely sure what episode I'm at in the recording session, so maybe if I do take on the next gym, that would be a good stopping point. Maybe? Because, like, it's another case of, there's a few trainers around. So, here's where having Dig would be a godsend, but, we don't. So, we're just gonna have to walk back. Although, thankfully, the way back is just as easy as, retracing our steps and just doing it backwards, I guess. Man, 2 quote-unquote gyms. I guess 2 quote-unquote gyms. Yeah. I accidentally hit my microphone. Within 20 minutes. And maybe even maybe even another one officially. Not to mention, I guess I could skip a round, like skip a few battles since like we've done nothing but battle. I think we might want to do something like this. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's take down the next gym. Because why not? Although that being said, if we happen to take down this gym, I forget, like, there's a specific way to do things here. Yeah, I think I'll do 2 trainers and then I'll just skip the rest. Maybe I'll leave 1 before the gym leader. Maybe. Yeah, like, if we get to the point where we're off towards the Elite Four, I'm gonna stop the recording session there because, like, I guess after this point, there's not much. Like, there's Victory Road, the Elite Four, how could I forget them? They're the most important, and then, the 2 remaining Pokemon that we can only get in the post-game. Oh, I guess, quote-unquote, to catch in the endgame, or post-game. And here I was thinking that this series would be like a perfect 24 episodes long. Although that being said, it very well could be. Not to mention, I'm not entirely sure if I want to go around catching the legendary Pokemon. I'm not sure why I would, but, like, you know, whatever. Because, like, I feel like a Pokemon series that is based more around catching than your average Let's Play, when, like, depending on the person, they would go out of their way to, catch all the legendaries, and I guess unique Pokemon. You would think I would do the same, but although that being said, I guess if I did, I wouldn't really have a satisfying use for the Master Ball. Because, like, just imagine it. The 24th Pokemon I have to, or normal type Pokemon I have to catch, I just use the Master Ball on it. Just like, fuck it, catching it, just fucking Master Ball it. Although I guess it just depends on how I feel after, catching the remaining Pokemon. Yeah, why did you have to use more than one, my dude? Why? So I'm thinking now I will make good on my word and start skipping around trainer-wise. Maybe. Really need to get better at the whole switching Pokemon thing. So, you know, the duel. So I think I just set off first. A Rhyhorn got a critical hit in Gen 1. Yeah, not sure how to feel about that, honestly. Okay, and like the previous few gyms, they haven't done the whole sticking to a theme well here, as I just thought of Fort A and Arbok and, a Tauros, my two favourite ground types. Yeah. Oh no, there's one more guy here, okay. I'll skip this guy. Yeah, like, either, the theme here is Pokemon that, like, trainers that were Team Rocket grunts, or just Pokemon that were going to be ground types eventually, but they just decided to get against it, although, I'm kinda leaning more towards Pokemon that, were trainers that were a part of Team Rocket. As for the most part, there's Pokemon here that you would see in Team Rocket. Your Arboks, your Sandslashes, I want to say Golbats, although I don't think I've seen a single Golbat here. I think, but like a lot of Pokemon that Team Rocket used, or I could see them stealing, like Tauros, but I guess. But that being said, like, I'm fairly sure there's even a sign that says, hey, this is the ground type gym. Expect to find ground types here. Are we really using Homeboy against Giovanni? I think we are. Although, I guess... Because, I would say that, well, Jim Giovanni is probably one of the easiest instances of Giovanni. Only because he's forced into a theme. He's forced to use a single type of Pokemon. And I guess you can figure out which one it is. Okay. I'm not sure how good Ice Beam would be here. Okay. You're an idiot. Giovanni, you're an idiot. Why did you not just attack with... What? And I guess Nidoqueen could do some damage? Okay. Not even the paralysis? I guess something that probably could have picked up by now, probably something that should have mentioned earlier is that when the homeboy's dead, whenever the AI uses items, it's based more so on the Pokemon's speed, which I just find weird. And is how you can have cases of like you attacking a Pokemon and then they're just randomly healing. Yeah, let's give Senpai the win here, because I think there's been very few cases of us winning, like using Senpai in a boss fight. Huh. And yes. Just want to let you know what we did this episode, if you've forgotten already. We did the Fighting Dojo, although that's known to be short. We did Sabrina's Gym, which, you know, not to mention we left in all the trainers in those two areas. And then we also did Giovanni's Gym. We did 3 areas in a single episode. I hope I'm not dreaming, and I hope I have, I hope it's been 28 minutes so far. But yes. Next episode after I go heal, we're headed for the final area we haven't even been yet. That being the Victory Road, and I'm thinking I might do it in a similar way I did my Pokemon Emerald Let's Play. That being, I just go in and end off the episode when I'm at the end of Victory Road, and then in editing I'll split up that longer recording into appropriate sized episodes. But until then, that's when I'll see you.